welcome to another video where we are learning about indicators. In this video, we are going to learn about three more indicators. So let's begin. Uh, let's visit Trading View. The reason why we are shifting from investing.com to Trading View is because I realized that one of the indicators that we are going to discuss today is not present in investing.com, and I generally use uh, Zerodha's platform, so they generally have, and I wanted to show a neutral platform. So TradingView it is for today. Let's search for a stock, say HDFC Life. Once the page is open, you can go to the full featured chart. Okay, so once you're here, click here, choose candles, click here, and today we are going to talk about, so if you see here, okay, this is interesting. As soon as I opened this, and it's just 2/7 today, so it is a live market today. You can see there is a breakout of the rounding bottom pattern, and it is a very good breakout. So, and it's in the daily chart, so you can definitely book a long position here. Not bad. Anyway, so let's go to the 5 minute chart. Yeah. So today we'll be talking about three indicators which are good for intraday trading. Let's talk about the first indicator, which will be the stochastic RSI. So if you see here, stochastic RSI is a mixture of the RSI, as in it, the one which we discussed previously, as in it tells you whether the stock is overbought or oversold, and it also generates buy or sell signals. So if you see here, and consider the blue line always, if the blue line cuts the red line in an upward direction, it's a buy signal. If the blue line cuts the red line in a downward movement, then it's a sell signal. Very simple. The second indicator that we are going to talk about is the VWAP indicator. So the VWAP indicator looks very similar to the moving average indicator, but the difference of between a VWAP indicator and a moving average indicator is that VWAP considers not only the price but also the volume that is being traded in the particular stock in that particular time. So VWAP also sort of gives you buy or sell signal. So it is very simple here too. If the candles are below the line, then you shouldn't buy the trade. And if the candle has crossed the line and it is above the line, then it is in a bullish sentiment, and you can consider entering the trade. Okay, so that was VWAP indicator for you. The third indicator that we are going to talk about is pivot. So pivot, and the one which we are talking about is pivot standards. So, and the one which we'll be using, you can go to settings and put the time frame to daily and the type to Fibonacci, and okay. So what pivot tell you? Pivot consider 3 points: high, the low, and the closing price of the candle of that particular day, and it creates a pivot point. If the candles are above that pivot point, then it is a bullish sentiment, and if it is below the pivot point, it is a bearish sentiment, right? And it also gives you 2 or 3 points: R1, R2, R3, S1, S2, S3. Basically stands for resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, and support 1, support 2, support 3. Right? The shortcoming of this indicator is that it necessarily may or may not be the actual support or the resistance. They just use certain calculations, some basic calculations to take these points out. So as I said, you should not trade only on the basis of indicators, but as I have showed you in the previous videos, using combinations of indicators. So we will be using combination of these three indicators together. The first one would be pivot. The second one we'll be using would be the one which we discussed, VWAP, volume weighted average. And the third one would be stochastic RSI. Okay, so very simple. What three things that you need to notice is one, that it crosses any of the resistance, it breaks any of the resistance. Second, or if it is trading above any resistance, if you're planning to do a buy call, right? Second, it should the blue line should cross the red line in an upward direction, and the third is that this should move above the VWAP indicator, right? So if you see here, like this is a live market, right? So there is a double bottom pattern over here, a sort of a double bottom pattern here, which broke over this point. And at this point, if you see, there was a buy signal by this stochastic RSI. It broke the resistance, all the resistance that were there, and it also gave a buy signal because it went above the VWAP indicator, right? So if you consider this trade, then you have your patterns in place. You have three of the very good indicators in place from 646 to 670, and it is still moving upwards. So that is the power when you use the patterns and the indicators together. It gives you a really good trade. That would be it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Cheers. Bye.